Good morning. It is August 24th. I am CK Jensen. We are going to replace my screen time with writing today. This is a monumental undertaking for me because, it's not as monumental as I could have made it. Because if you look at my screen time, I'm doing it on my iPad because I film on my phone because I'm poor. My Sunday screen time last thing across all my devices, which is my iPad, my computer, and my phone, was almost 11 hours. 10 hours, 53 minutes. But we're just going to replace phone time because a lot of my computer time is spent writing. That would be redundant, which takes us down to 4 hours and 46 minutes. We're going to track it using a stopwatch. It will be fun. I hope. So we're going to replace my screen time with writing time. We're going for 4 hours and 46 minutes today. Today I have a couple obligations. But I still think getting 4 hours, 46 minutes is doable, especially if I have to stay up a little bit later, I'm willing to do that. I want most of my writing time to be, I'm going to call it legitimate writing, even though there's lots of different things that I count as writing on my 2025 writing wrap spreadsheet. Technically editing my podcast, I count as writing time. But we're not going to count audiovisual editing today. We have to do drafting, brainstorming, or revision. I'm about a little under halfway through revising Dawn List for the millionth time. This is the book I'm querying. It's a Sleeping Beauty retelling where Sleeping Beauty dies in the first chapter and is up to her girlfriend because of course it's queer. I'm CK Jensen. It's up to her girlfriend to save the world. Cool. So I'm going to do about 2 chapters of revision in that because I know I get revision fatigue really quickly, especially when it's really digging into interiority. I know I can do about 2 chapters before the quality of revision just goes down. So 2 chapters of Dawn List revision. It will take me about half an hour, maybe 45 minutes if I go slow. So that will take off the 46 minutes of the 4 hours, 46 minutes. I'm working on Project Death for my current drafting project. I talked about it a little bit in the routine swap vlog that went up 2 weeks ago. Also, I realized my video for this week just went up, so I should post it on the Storyteller Society Discord. It'll be good. And the third thing I can work on that I will allow myself to count as writing today is brainstorming for my 13th project, which is currently called Project Kiss. I'm trying not to talk about it a ton. If you want to hear the details of that, you do have to subscribe to my Substack because it's really experimental for me, and like I said, I'm not going to talk about it. Sorry. But also feel free to check out my Substack. I'm trying to do bi-weekly podcasts over there for supporters. Not subscribers, you subscribe for free. Supporters, you pay a small fee to help support me monetarily, which I would really appreciate. That would be neat. We're going to get started. Filming this intro also does not count towards my 4 hours 46 minutes today, but we are going to do a stopwatch and see how that goes. I think my biggest challenge for this will be my focus is not very good, and I think it's because I am so shot from screen time and notifications, and I'm so easily distracted, and it's ADHD, but is it really? I'm in such a good mood today. I missed my meds the night before last, and then I took my meds last night, and I think they helped. That's wild. Who would have guessed that my mind meds help my mind be happier? Couldn't tell you. I think the hardest part will be focusing for that long. I am going to implement Pomodoro sessions, and I was just watching Christiane Jones's video that she put up this morning, and I love Christiane Jones. She's genuinely one of my favorite author tubers. I want to be friends with her, and I am too shy to slide into her DMs. But she's really cool. She's in the first 4 minutes of this video today, she was writing every day is classist and ableist. And I'm you know what? You're so right, Chrissy. I love to hear it. I just think it's really important to recognize stuff like that. We're going to do our very best. We're going to leave it at that. We're going to finish watching Chrissy's video, and then we're going to dive into some revisions. Okay, thank you. Let's go.
Read it to you. This is the query letter that I sent my literary agent Bailey. I sent a few different versions of this. As I said, I edited my query letter a lot, but this was probably the most consistent style of query letter that I did.
Yay! I am about to dig into the actual writing. This is going to be a lot. I did, I think, 20 minutes. I did 23 and a half minutes of revision, which means I still have like 4.5 hours to do. It's going to be good. I just realized I probably need to eat. I didn't eat breakfast, so I'm actually going to eat. And then by 12 p.m., it is currently 11:37 a.m., we're going to be locked in. I was watching Christiane Jones's video this morning, as I mentioned, and as you saw in some B-roll. I found my DS, which I didn't actually go up with. I bought it secondhand recently, and I plugged in Harvest Moon. We're gonna find some food. We're gonna eat some food. Then we're gonna write. We got this. Okay. Okay, I just finished my first sprint of 25 minutes. My total time right now is 48 minutes, which means I still have 4 hours to go, which is a lot. I've done 1,000 words, 1,056 to be precise, which is pretty good for a 25-minute sprint. That's actually really good. What's that words per minute? Let's find out. That's 42 words per minute, and I didn't even think I was locked in, but I was locked in. So we're going to get back into it pretty soon. I'm going to check Discord and remind people of the workshop later today. And then, yeah, it'll be good. Okay. Thanks for checking in with me. Bye. Hello. I just finished my second sprint, and I'm not going to lie, the time went off, and I just kept writing for another 15 minutes. So that was a 40-minute sprint. I was 2,485 words at 35 words per minute this sprint, which is fair because I feel like I slowed down the longer I go. Yeah, I think I only did 500 words in the last 15 minutes of the sprint after I checked, so it really slowed me down, all my words per minute. But we're doing good. I'm not gonna lie, I'm already exhausted. I want to take a nap. I don't know if it's just because I'm not sleeping well or what. I'm going to take a little break, 5 or 10 minutes, because I just did a very long sprint. Then I might go and revise another Dawnless chapter, honestly, because I don't want to draft right now. I just cried. I need to put that in my cry count. Keep me a cry count for this project because I'm crying a lot. This is a heavy project. But we're probably either going to brainstorm a chapter or revise a chapter or brainstorm in the next project. But also might go take a 15-minute nap. I'm not going to lie. We're going. Okay. Bye. See you in a bit. We'll check in a bit.
Okay. I just took a 15-minute nap and I am not feeling better. I am so tired. Logically, I know this is low-key chronic illness. Even though I don't have an official diagnosis for it yet, but I don't want to give up. But do I need to be more gentle to myself and allow myself to give up? I don't know. No one knows. It's fine. I can get up and work maybe. Writing really... Oh my god, we gotta put on glasses. Okay, one second. Writing really is so much brain power, and we don't talk about it. Your brain uses a lot of energy, and I am tired. Maybe I'll read for a while to, see if I write books for the week. I don't know, maybe. We'll find out. Okay.
It is time for another check-in. You will notice there is no B-roll. That's because I haven't been writing. I instead, I cleaned my kitchen. I took out the trash and the recycling. I played a little bit of the Harvest Moon game. I think I technically I got a secondhand, so that's thrifting, right? I thrifted this video game. It is actually not paused, it's just closed because I was not a good pause point and I don't know how long the days run and I had already done a full day. but it's all like tutorial stuff, so like whatever, it's fine. I am mentally exhausted already. I've still only done like an hour and a half of writing, and I'm not going to like, I don't want to cancel the challenge. I do want to keep going. I'm just very tired. I mean, I'm always tired, but like I'm very, very tired. Like, the insane thing about being like chronically fatigued is like you say you're tired, and I was like, oh, like just take a nap, and I'm like, the naps don't help. They don't. And it's just, it's so frustrating to me because I remember a time when I was not chronically fatigued, and I'm just not here for it. I am so ready to be sleeping well again. Anyways, we're going to try and do more. We've moved to my bedroom because I thought maybe if it's like, I'm really hot right now, so I have a fan running over there, which I hope you can't hear. I think you generally can't hear when I'm talking to my mic here because this fan runs basically 24/7. It's a little bit cooler in here. It's also a little bit comfier. Like, who doesn't love riding in bed? I know it's bad sleep hygiene, and I know I'm complaining about being tired. But also I'm depressed, and I do not care about my sleep hygiene right now. I have bigger problems than poor sleep hygiene, I think. Yeah, okay. We're going to try and get into this. We'll see. Good luck to me. Ah. Okay, I did a short sprint, about 15 minutes. Technically 17, but we're saying 15, so I'm just shy. Well, I'm just over 1 3/4 hours, just shy of 2 hours. I'm at 3,037 words, I think, and I am tired of drafting like 3,000 words in a day. That's a lot of words. I did about 500 words that sprint. I'm going to probably take a break and brainstorm just so I use a different part of my brain because the drafting is not it right now. It's not it. And I might even like shower and count as a sprint as I talk to myself on record a voice memo about the project that I'm brainstorming. I don't know. We'll find out. Okay, let's go. Okay, I just did another sprint. It was about half an hour. I'm at 2 hours 15 minutes, which means I'm just about halfway through. Like, give me another 5 minutes, 7 minutes, and I'll be halfway through the goal. Oh my god, I am so tired. This is the theme of the videos. I'm just exhausted, and I don't know if I can actually do this. It is currently 5 to 5. So we have the workshop in an hour just about. That will be 1 hour long. So it'll be 7 p.m. by the time I'm done with that. If I do 30 to 40 minutes of work this sprint, then I'll have just about an hour. Wait, no, I'll have 2 hours left. Ugh. This is so hard. I'm just whining. I'm sorry. I'll stop. It's fine. It's going to be hard. I just finished, like I said, sprint. I did fun little plotting and brainstorming here. I'm currently using the Romancing the Beat sheet because this is a contemporary romance. That's all you get. But yeah, I'm plotting. If I do another sprint, I will probably continue plotting because I'm just taking notes. We're finding like average romance novel word counts and all that jazz. So we'll see. Cool. Bye. I'm not finishing the 4 hours 46 minutes. I've done 2 hours and 15 minutes. And I talked in the Storyteller Society a little bit, the AuthorTube Discord we have, about how this is like my first approximate year of dealing with like somatic chronic illness. Like, I've been mentally ill basically my whole life at this point, I feel like. But I told Margot and Ari, it's like, I'm really frustrated, I'm struggling so hard with this challenge, and I'm halfway through my hours, so I'm so exhausted. And I have to acknowledge that writing is a lot of work, any kind. And for the first time in my life, I'm actively struggling with somatic chronic illness as opposed to mental chronic illness. And Margot, sweet being that she is, says, a challenge is there that you can test your limit, and you found yours. And that made me cry, and I'm about to cry again. And then Ari says some days are just hard and sometimes pushing it isn't going to help no matter what. Sometimes it's just about accepting for what it is. Some days are for pushing. Some days aren't. That's okay. So I completed the challenge. I did not fail it. I said I had to find a limit and I did so. So it's almost 6 p.m. I have to log on to the workshop. It is going to be okay. I got so much done today. It really was my most productive writing day in a while, at least in terms of word count. So I'm going to be kind to myself and just let it be. Wait, real quick, final stats. I just stopped recording. But we're gonna go back into it. I spent 2 hours and 15 minutes writing. About half an hour of that, maybe closer to 25 minutes of that, was dawnless revisions. A half an hour was what do you call it? Or maybe also like 25 minutes, but like rounded to half an hour, it was plotting for Project Kiss. And then the rest of the time, which is about an hour and a half, maybe a little less, it was drafting, and I got 3,052 words in Project Death. And I hit 18K in Project Death. And that was my most words this month in a day. And especially my most like new words in a day, because before that it was like 2150 words, but those were rewritten words from a previous draft of Dawnless that I was rewriting to be better. So, thanks for watching. If you watched this far, give me a sunflower, because that's my favorite flower, and I think this is a growth moment for me, and sunflowers are all about growing and facing towards the light. So, thank you so much. Have a good day.